Hi guys, Karolina here again with another new moon reading. This time it's for July the 13th, at least here for us the antipodes. And it's supposed to be new moon in Cancer, if I'm not mistaken. And sorry, I'm a little bit sick, have a bit of a cold, so you can probably hear that in my voice. But as usual, we will have a look at what's good to let go of this month, what's good to let in on the other hand, and this is the guidance card that will help us with the previous two. Now, this was a very interesting reading because we got a very positive card on a negative position and a very negative card on a positive position. So it was a bit of a mind twister. But let's have a look at what we got. So the letting in card, we got the Lovers here, and the Lovers are all about relationships, healthy relationships, and finding the balance in between dependence and independence. Because let's be honest, like most of our relationships, we are searching for someone to make us complete. Oftentimes we don't even know it, we are not really consciously aware of this, but then we start to realize once we start having problems in the relationship, right? And that's because deep down we don't feel like we are enough on our own. And I think this is what the card is trying to tell us, that this month it's a really good time to start realizing and coming into terms with all the aspects within us that we feel like are not good enough, and where do we feel like we need someone else to make us complete, to make us better. Because, healthy relationships are built when you are aware of your self-worth and you are not looking for anyone to make you complete, but rather to enjoy your life with, right? Because it's nice to have someone by your side that you can share stuff with because it's more fun, but not because without them you feel like you're nothing and that you're dead and you wouldn't even have to exist or something like that. So with this new moon cycle, it's good to let go of dependencies. Also, work-wise, for example, if you're thinking about starting a project or doing something on your own, but you're scared and you feel like you can't do it by yourself, that you need other people to support you, help you, approve you, this month it's an excellent time and opportunity to actually go and do it yourself. You don't need anybody's approval. You don't need anybody's opinion. As long as whatever you're thinking of is making you happy, is bringing you joy, that's all that matters, okay? So on the other hand, what's good to let in this month, here we got the Tower, and it's upside down. So it's in its opposite meaning, basically. When we get the Tower in the regular position, like this, it's all about destruction, okay? It's a very fiat card in tarot, because it's all about destructing and destroying everything that's not working in our life anymore, which is very difficult. So this card is usually warning us and telling us you better start living the way you always wanted and that you've always talked about right now, because otherwise something will happen, something that will be out of your control, that will literally force you and push you into the direction that you've always wanted, but it won't be really pleasant. Well, here it's upside down, so it's actually more positive. And even though I still see the destruction there, because if you look at the picture, like the base of the pyramid is wide and stable, but it kind of looks like it's falling apart. At least to me, it feels like it's turning into ashes. And the only stable point, paradoxically, is the top of the pyramid, with the other top that's touching it from above. And even though rationally this makes no sense because it doesn't really look stable at all, it's very thin. Emotional wise, if you look at the picture, that's the stable point of the card, right? This over here. So symbolically, what this is trying to tell us, I think, that we should let in the idea of all the seamless securities in our life falling apart, or not all of them, but at least some of them, or at least those that are connected with the relationships that we have just talked about, and instead focus on your own needs, your own desires, your own values, which would be the top of the pyramid. And you can back this up with something a little bit higher, something transcendental. So let's say it might be your spiritual or religious belief. It might be some kind of a vision or some kind of ideal that you were striving for or looking ahead to, okay? So whatever shit you're experiencing the upcoming month, try to just surrender to the process and know and tell yourself that it's okay to lose the ground under your feet, because all that matters in that situation is what you know in your mind and in your heart that you need and want and that you believe, and that all the rest is basically maybe just like a house of cards that's falling apart right now, but it's okay, because if it's falling apart, then it means that it should fall apart, okay? And the last card, the little guidance card, is telling us to slow down. Excuse me. So what will help you with applying the previous two cards into practice is slowing down. Meaning, physically, taking your time to think things through, to process everything, but even emotionally. So staying with your emotions, and no matter how much, crap this might bring to you, but even positive emotions. Don't push yourself to kind of feel like you should already be over it or whatever. Just take your time. It's okay. You just need to feel something for as long as you need, and that's okay, okay? You don't have to speed anything up because it's not gonna get you anywhere anyways. So it's okay to take your time, to breathe through everything, and maybe acknowledge for yourself that, some of these things and decisions and steps might be really difficult. So it's fine to spend a bit more time with it. So if I summarize everything, letting go this month, dependencies, feeling like you're not enough or you're not complete without other people in your life, especially people, because it's the Lovers and it's about relationships with other people. Letting in, telling yourself that it's okay to lose the ground under your feet, because all that matters in that moment is the higher stuff. So what you believe, what you desire, what you need, and what you want. And it's okay, like you will withstand all the shaking and breaking. And yes, it's painful, but you will come stronger on the other side. And how to put the previous two in practice: slow down, take your time to process everything properly, to think it through, to feel it through, and even maybe physically apply some stuff slowly. So I hope this all made sense. Let me know in the comments again, even if you have any questions or anything. I'll be happy to answer. And I'll see you next month. Bye!